I'm Josh with Skid Pro. Today we're going to take a look at our heavy-duty concrete breaker. This unit is built to deliver 750 foot-pounds of impact force, commercial-rated durability, and long life. Let's look at some of the details of what makes this breaker Skid Pro tough. The first place we usually start when we look at our attachments is build, weight, strength. This unit comes in at almost 900 pounds of operating weight. We start with an extra heavy-duty quick attach plate. 1/2 inch top bar. It is continuously welded where the skid steer pads hook in. It goes into tri-gusseted quick attach plate with 3/4 inch plating, high tensile steel that runs the full length of the attachment. Then we move down and it goes into the breaker body. The body also has 3 gussets on each side with 5/8 inch steel to help really reinforce the area that takes the most movement, the most vibration and wear. A bonus feature to the heavy-duty body is the bolt-in skid plate. This skid plate removes quickly and easily to get access to the hoses, yet gives great hose protection when you're out working on the job site. The lower portion of the breaker is tied together with a high-density steel plate over 1 inch thick. Overall, this gives us the heaviest breaker body in its class. On this size of breaker, you're going to want to have a skid loader with an operating weight of 7,500 to 13,000 pounds. You'd need about 12 gallons a minute minimum and working pressure of 1,600 psi. Now let's take a look at the internal components on the breaker. It seems complex, but it's a relatively simple design. There's 4 main components: the backhead, the piston, the accumulator, and the control valve. All of these components are machined to exacting tolerances. It's absolutely critical when we're talking breaker performance to have all internal components very, very precise. Let's start and look at the backhead first. We fill our backhead with N2 gas. The nitrogen charge is more elastic, it is actually longer lasting, and it gives more productivity to the operator versus a conventional breaker. Oil flow from the skid loader goes through the control valve. This initiates movement of the piston up into the compressed backhead chamber. The compressed gas pushes down on the piston, delivering that force into the working tool. The accumulator also has a nitrogen charge. It works in conjunction with the control valve to remove vibration and back pressure from the piston. These 4 components work seamlessly with each other, delivering the 750 foot-pounds of impact force generated by the breaker down into the working tool. The 750 breaker also has an internal vibration dampening system to reduce both shock and noise. When you're looking at impact force specifications, one thing that's really important to look at is the size of the work tool. If you have a big class breaker with an undersized tool, you're not going to deliver that true impact force down into the substrate. We run a 2.705 inch tool. The tool itself weighs over 40 pounds. It's significant, it's beefy, it's designed for long-term durability, but it's guaranteed to get that 750 foot-pounds of impact down into the concrete. We have 2 popular options for working tools: the moil point and the chisel point. The quad tapered moil point excels in most concrete and flat work and where substrate has a high penetration rate. The chisel point, on the other hand, excels in asphalt cutting and hard abrasive substrate with low penetration rate. This breaker was designed to be low maintenance. Simple lubrication of a grease zerk on the working tool every couple of hours. Remember, when you grease your breaker, always have down pressure on the tool. That will prevent any grease from getting up behind the tool into the chamber. The breaker is sealed at all entry points to reduce dust and debris getting into the internal components. For added hose protection, we have a hose retainer ring on the side of the quick attach plate. And now you can see this breaker is built Skid Pro tough. Couple that with our industry-leading warranty and award-winning customer service, and you have an attachment for life. For more information on this or any other Skid Pro attachment, visit us online at www.skidpro.com or call a product guru today at 877-378-4642.